Defense gunners arrived and taken over the Bevic Convention Center in Area 18. This would normally be Invictus, run by the UEE Navy, but instead we have the side event run by ship manufacturer Drake taking center stage this year. And with a very Drake theme overall, there are a ton of new vehicles on display this year in the expo halls. As the days shift focus to other manufacturers, we'll get more information on each of the new releases, with new ships from Origin, Aegis and Misk all in the mix. But right out of the gate on Drake Day, we got a new Snub fighter, the Pitbull, to add to our carrier fleets. But being a Snub, the Pitbull has no quantum drive of its own, so I'd be transporting it aboard another of the new ships, the Ironclad Assault, in search of combat missions in Stanton. I was heading for Crusader in the hopes that I could take on a combat training scenario. Missions have been extremely flaky so far in this patch, so finding one that works is not a guarantee right now. But by a stroke of luck, I would find a working combat scenario training mission, and soon I was jumping onwards to an asteroid base. It was time to deploy the Pitbull. Inside the massive cargo bay of the Ironclad, the Pitbull is a tiny thing. You could fit a lot of them in here. The Pitbull is reminiscent of the Mirai Fury, though it was immediately clear that it has more guns. All we had to do now was wait for the enemy. The first target was a Drake cutter. I am not a very good pilot, but the Pitbull was easy to keep on target and very maneuverable. The cutter was down to red hull, but would come to a more sudden fate. The second wave would see another lone ship come out to face me, this time a much less durable Pisces. But it would suffer the same fate as the cutter, crashing into an asteroid. With the mission over, I could return to the Ironclad for transport. I take on a combat scenario 2 next, another training mission, this time in the Rings of Yela. I was having some trouble here though, just getting the cargo roof to open. It may be a bug or a broken relay on the ship possibly, but I'd have to think of another way out. Then I remembered that the front ramp on this thing is big enough for a tank to get through. Leaving the frontway was very comfortable, and soon the mission was underway.
Hostile spotted. Give him what you got.
The Scenario 2 mission would see 3 enemy at once. My first target was a Mustang. It was definitely a harder target to track, but that I feel is a lot more my lack of skill than the ship. The Pitbull is very twitchy. After taking down the first ship, I get onto the next one immediately. But this time it was my turn to hit an asteroid. Now, I am not a very good pilot, so me being the one to give a verdict on the Pitbull is not as useful as a good pilot's verdict. So I turn to our org, the Rubber Raccoons, for help. And Cyrus Kazan, commander of the fighter squadron, along with Spitfire, a member of the fleet, agreed to join me to see which of the pocket carrier snubs is best, the Pitbull or the Mirai Fury. We'd be doing PvP fights with the ships, but as this was following a wipe, we were all too poor to respawn a lot. I think we'll only do 2 rounds, right? The reason for that is that we only got 2 respawns. I think we only got 2 respawns. We can do 3 rounds, but if we do on that 3rd round, one of you is going back to your home location. I'd be using the M50 as a camera ship in the hopes it could keep up.
This is the logic on guys to conduct this ground crew for cargo runs at some point. Rebuild my mission repertoire.
So these are the 2 contenders, the Pitbull and the Fury. Going in, my money was on the Pitbull. It just has the better armaments, I thought, and I know it's biased, but I just love the look of it way more than the Fury. The debate on whether the Pitbull would win though was active. It says no, but I could be wrong. Round 1, Cyrus was in the Fury and was climbing to altitude first. But before the fight, we'd see another ironclad entering the atmosphere. This was Danny 2K4 come to observe.
Damn, this thing flies like a ferret on crack.
Spitfire was climbing out of ammo in the Pitbull as I caught back up to Cyrus.
This thing flies like a squirrel so it's doesn't have a slow and gentle mode. It is full throttle, all throttle.
10k from me, and then come into you'd be 20k apart, right? Come towards me now until you see each other, and then go for it.
I see Cyrus, and
you can already see him. Okay, good. Okay, then right. Yeah, have at it. Have at each other. It's time for round 1. As the 2 close range, the extra maneuverability of the Fury seemed to give it an advantage. Spitfire here, wow.
Cyrus is probably gonna win this one already, because my shields are gone.
The Pitbull had taken some damage in that exchange. Could Spitfire pull it back though? Oh, good escape.
Damn, the thing's movable.
But it was too much and the Pitbull was knocked out.
Mine's gone. Cyrus wins.
Wait, are you down?
Yeah, he's disabled.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm not
damn,
dead, but
okay,
I'm
wow.
disabled. And I think I'm.
And we saved the respawn. Look, jeez, yeah, the ship's on fire. You are literally... You in gravity.
Oh, we'll find out. Give me a second.
Oh, no, let me get underneath you so I can try and, like, I don't know, prop you up, maybe.
Try and do the auto repair, right? And then maybe you can just fly out to the pad repair.
Fortunately, we were high enough that Spitfire was not falling, and I was curious how the Fury had fared in all of that.
We're high enough up there,
Yeah,
it's not a worry yet.
You can repair the Fury, can't you? Did you actually take any damage?
One of my guns looks like it's damaged.
Yeah.
I don't even think I managed to pop your shield, so that's.
If not, I can always pull it. I can pull it fresh, you know.
Aim for the big patch of glowy lights down there, right?
After repairing the Fury and retrieving a second Pitbull, the two swapped ships to set out to fight again. This time Cyrus would be in the Pitbull and Spitfire would be jumping aboard the Fury. Go.
Target Cyrus with the computer. There we go.
This time the Pitbull would jump out to an early lead, Cyrus demonstrating the skill that makes him fight a leader in the Rebel Raccoon Zorg. Oh, some hits there.
I wasn't expecting the guns to be two separate trigger groups, so that's the same type.
It starts in a mode where all the guns are upright. You can change the mode with the mouse wheel, but yeah, it's a pain.
I blacked out.
Spitfire had temporarily blacked out in the Fury, but would soon come around. But the Pitbull was closing in again. Are you chasing him around? You're chasing him around.
Cyrus is definitely better pilot than I am. Yeah, I'm toast again.
Oh, really? Wow.
Disabled.
Oh, poor Fury.
I definitely got more shots on you this time though.
Yeah. Like, I've got a torque imbalance. Like, I definitely took damage.
Now, Cyrus won both fights in each ship, so both were pretty close in terms of ability it seems, but I would ask the pilots their opinion on which is better.
Yeah.
In your opinion though, which is better, the Fury or the Pitbull?
Definitely the Fury. By miles.
Really? Okay, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It's definitely more nimble.
Yeah, it's more nimble, it's more durable. Like, this one's a bit more just sluggish feeling, it's more drifty.
Yeah. I'm glad we did this test because it goes against my assumption. And I guess that's what good testing is supposed to do, right? Yeah. So there you have it. Apparently the Fury is a little bit more capable than the Pitbull in a head-to-head. But you know what? I still prefer the Pitbull. It just looks and feels the way I like. And I can see having loads of them on board the Ironclad in an upcoming Life Aboard series. I want to thank Spitfire and Cyrus for joining me and sharing their video perspectives of the fights. That was a really great help. Thank you both for coming along. And the Rubber Raccoons org for loaning them to me for the night as well. And all of you at home, of course, you all get a thank you as well as our wonderful channel patrons that you can see here. We'll be back very soon.